This is Leadership Plus. I'm Dave Edwards. After having high school teachers and, quite frankly, my parents nagging me all the time when I was in school to get my work done, to write down my assignments and meet all my deadlines, college was a bit of a rude awakening because there was nobody there to remind me of what I had to do. Initially, I missed a lot of deadlines because I forgot to write things down. I didn't keep an accurate calendar. Decades later, productivity guru David Allen wrote the book Getting Things Done. And after reading that book, it really changed my life. David, why weren't you there when I was in high school or college? One of David Allen's main points is that your brain is for thinking. It's not meant for holding ideas. Think about it kind of like the RAM and your ROM on your computer. There's active memory and then there's storage. He says your mind is for having ideas, not holding your ideas. It's kind of like backing up the pictures that you take. You store them on your hard drive. You don't keep them in your active memory. To be honest, I don't follow every single thing that David Allen recommends because I've adapted his system to the way I work. But one thing that has been very key for me is that David Allen recommends that you write everything down. When you think of something you have to do or think of something you want to remember, don't try to keep it here. Write it down right away. If I'm driving in my car and I have an idea, well, I'm not going to pull out a notepad, but I use Siri to send an email to myself with a reminder of something that I have to do. I have notepads all around the house. So if I have an idea while I'm sitting here, I can quick scratch out a note. I've even gone so far as to, in my wallet, I have a little notepad. Actually, this is something that David Allen's company sells. But it's really very liberating because if you have an idea, let's say you're having lunch with someone and you have an idea, it's kind of bad form to take out your iPhone and send yourself a message or to store it someplace on your iPhone. It doesn't look like you're paying attention, like you're checking your email. But if I pull out a little notepad out of my pocket or even my little notepad in my wallet, it's more acceptable. And clearly the person I'm with can see that I'm not checking my email. I'm just writing something down that I need to follow up on. Allen refers to that step as capturing. Researchers Ronald Davis and Yi Zhang explain our inability to remember everything, noting that the brain processes a lot of information, but is also efficient at disposing of what it doesn't feel it needs. So what do I write down? Well, let's say I'm meeting with someone and someone even says something that I want to remember. Maybe it's just a quote from a lecture. I write it down. If it's something that jogs my memory about something that I have to do, I got to make an oil change appointment for my car, I write it down so I don't have to remember it. If it's a task that's been assigned to me in a meeting, I write it down. Another interesting concept that David Allen writes about is how you get started with the process. He suggests a brain dump. Sit down when you have some time with a blank notepad and literally just let every idea come from your head and go onto a slip of paper. Write everything down. I do one of those brain dumps periodically because it's amazing what gets stuck in the back of your brain that you want to bring to the foreground. And the capture habit is just ingrained into my life. And it is so liberating because I no longer have to sit around and think, what was I supposed to do today? I'm not getting paid to endorse his book, but I would highly recommend you get a copy of David Allen's Getting Things Done, read it, and adapt it to your lifestyle. I think you will find it to be a life changer. My main takeaway from the book is to not try to use my brain as a notebook. That's today's Leadership Plus. I'm Dave Edwards. Thanks very much for watching. Please hit the like button, subscribe, and check out my website for more posts on management, productivity, and leadership at daveedwardsmedia.com.